In the players' locker room, a dispute breaks out between star player Fung, known as Golden Foot, and midfielder Hung. Hung offers Fung a large check to throw the upcoming match. Fung grows angry and shows a tattoo on his stomach with the words Golden Foot, insulted that Hung dares to bribe him. Yet his greed wins. He accepts the check and even steps on Hung's head while tying his shoelaces. He does not notice that Hung already has a plan. When the match begins and reaches the final minutes, Fung earns a penalty kick that could tie the score. The crowd chants his nickname. Instead of scoring, he kicks the ball far over the goal as Hung wanted. Supporters rush the field in anger and beat him. One strikes his leg with a stick, leaving him permanently limping. His fall was only the beginning. This is Shaolin soccer. After this, Hung has no rival. His career rises and he builds an undefeated football team called the Demon Team. For 20 years Fung stays near him, hoping for a reward, even as Hung treats him badly. Fung believes Hung's promise to make him coach if he remains loyal. Hung later denies the promise. He mocks Fung's crippled leg and drives him away. Furious, Fung protests, saying he served for 2 decades. Hung then reveals the truth. The supporters who crippled Fung's leg were his own men. Fung laughs bitterly at the betrayal. Jobless, Fung drifts from place to place. During his wandering he meets a scavenger named Sing who comments on a football match on TV, saying a good kick uses both waist and leg. Sing claims strong kung fu skills and says he trained at a martial school. He gives Fung a business card for his own school, Iron Leg. Sing explains that kung fu can improve any activity, from avoiding slips on banana peels to parking cars with iron hand skill or cutting trees with flying sword moves. He adds that even someone with a limp can learn. Offended, Fung drops the card into his drink can and throws it away. Sing kicks the can with unexpected force until it disappears from sight. Fung is startled but dismisses it as coincidence and walks off. Sing continues his journey, practicing martial arts and helping others, at one point lifting heavy goods with a single kick. Soon after, he sells the junk he has collected but earns little. Hungry, he looks for food and notices a bakery worker named Mui making dough with Tai Chi movements. Guided by yin and yang balance, she works quickly and tosses the dough high without effort, catching a pot a customer throws to pay with ease. Sing watches with surprise and begins to sing in praise of her skill. The song distracts Mui while he eats the bread she makes. Mui asks for payment, but he has no money. He leaves his shoes as collateral, which is not enough, then grabs another piece of bread and runs off. The next day Fung is relieving himself when he notices a drink can stuck in a wall. Inside is the Kung Fu school card, proving Sing's earlier kick was real and powerful. When Fung pulls the can free, the wall collapses. Nearby, a group of young men attack Sing. Sing defeats them with smooth kung fu moves and a kick so strong it cracks the wall. Fung stands silent, impressed. Fung approaches Sing and checks his leg. He tells Sing he could become a strong soccer player with such skill. Sing, excited, asks the former star to train him. Fung advises him to get proper shoes first. Sing remembers the pair he left with Mui and returns to retrieve them. Mui, kind as always, has kept them and even stitched them. With his shoes back, Sing visits his eldest kung fu brother, Iron Head, hoping to recruit him for a soccer team. Fung plans to enter this team in a national tournament with a $1 million prize. Iron Head, recently fired from his job, refuses. He says joining would ruin his life. Sing reaches out to the second through fourth brothers. Each faces personal struggles or unemployment and all reject the idea. They insist he should find steady work instead of chasing an unrealistic goal. Still determined, Sing approaches the sixth brother, Lam, nicknamed Lightweight, who works at a convenience store. Lam lacks confidence because his body no longer matches the kung fu training of his past. The meeting shows how none of the 5 brothers have used their skills for years, living in a modern world where kung fu seems forgotten. A few days later the brothers, each mistreated by their bosses, think about Sing's words while looking at photos from their youth. At the same time Sing and Fung wait on a rooftop, worried the soccer team will never form. One by one the brothers appear, ready for change. The eldest is Iron Head, followed by Hooking Leg, Iron Shirt, Lightning Hands, and the youngest, Lightweight. Training begins, but they know nothing about soccer beyond kicking a ball. Fung patiently teaches the basics. Sing, already more skilled, practices controlling his leg strength by kicking eggs without breaking them. At first, every egg shatters. Lam, angry over the waste, even licks the spilled egg from the ground. Their teamwork improves day by day. Sing learns to strike the center of a target marked by Fung. He often misses at first, so Fung leaves him to practice alone while the others train. A few days later, Fung notices ripples in his drink. Following the sound, he discovers it comes from Sing's long-range kicks, now hitting the target with perfect accuracy. The force cracks the wall. The brothers also master smooth dribbling, precise passing, and firm ball control. To test their cooperation, Fung arranges a friendly match against men whom Sing once defeated. The opposing team is known in the area, and one player even brings a hammer. The game begins. The Kung Fu brothers display their skills with ease, but when Sing gains the ball, every opponent targets him. Their real goal is revenge. They play rough and attack the brothers openly. Sing pictures the field as a battlefield until Fung reminds him that soccer is a fight and he must endure the dirty play. Unable to tolerate the abuse, Ironhead removes his pants and kneels in surrender. The rivals laugh. Their captain orders him to wear the captain's underwear on his head, mocking his nickname. The brothers cry at the humiliation. Dark clouds gather, and Sing senses their kung fu strength returning. Each brother takes his fighting stance. The opponents charge again. This time the brothers dodge every attack and counter with their unique kung fu moves. Ironhead shows his skill and passes the ball with precision. The others follow with powerful techniques. Sing ends the match with his iron leg kick, denting the goalpost. The rival captain walks away in defeat. The brothers thank Sing for helping them regain their strength, and Fung, impressed by their talent, acknowledges that their kung fu has changed his future. Even the rival players apologize and ask to join the Shaolin team to complete the formation. Meanwhile, at a swimming pool, Hung watches his players test new ways to strengthen their kicks. When his assistant reports that Fung plans to register the Shaolin team for the tournament, Hung considers rejecting the request but changes his mind. Amused and curious, he laughs and approves their application, eager to see how the unusual team will perform. That night, Sing visits Mui and takes her to a mall. Confident he will soon be a star player, he promises to buy her a fine dress someday to thank her for repairing his shoes. He praises her beauty and asks her to let her hair down while flies circle around them. Mui smiles and says she only wants a pair of shoes. The next day, the Shaolin team enters their first tournament match wearing their trademark outfits. The opposing players laugh at their odd appearance, especially at Ironhead, who is still smoking. When the whistle blows, the Shaolin team scores at once. The other team calls it luck until the goals keep coming. The Shaolin players dominate, knocking opponents into the net and finishing with an astonishing 40 goals. News of the record win spreads fast. Hung is shocked by the result. Game after game, the Shaolin team continues to win by huge margins. Reporters chase them and big brands offer shoe sponsorships. Stadiums fill with spectators eager to see their style of play. Meanwhile, Mui visits a salon to improve her appearance. That evening, the team eats at Mui's shop and is surprised by her new look after a poor salon job. Sing still praises her and buys her new shoes as promised. He introduces her to his teammates, but they laugh and mock her appearance. Hurt, Mui grows angry when her boss also insults her and pulls her hair. Sing and his brothers defend her and say she is free to wear what she likes. Encouraged, Mui stands up to her boss. Furious, the boss tries to attack, but Mui uses martial arts to dodge every strike and knocks the boss to the floor. Afterward, Sing feels proud of her confidence. Mui blushes and confesses her love, but Sing sees her only as a friend. She holds back tears and walks away. The tournament reaches the semi-final. The Shaolin team faces a strong side with two women disguised as men who are skilled in kung fu. Their kicks still fail to beat Lightning Hands, who guards the goal with ease. The opponents keep shooting, but he even scores from his own net while they press forward. This win sends the Shaolin team to the final. Hung then invites Fung to his private golf course and offers a large check, asking him to coach the demon team. Fung refuses and says he no longer seeks money, only a championship. The day of the final arrives. The Shaolin team travels by bus, while Sing stops at Mui's shop to give her a ticket. He learns that she has been fired because her bread, once soft and sweet, now tastes salty. He realizes she must have cried while making the dough, her tears changing the flavor. Sing wants to search for her, but the match is about to begin and there is no time. At the stadium, Fung watches with pride as his players prepare for the last game. The team is determined to win, and Sing already pictures the trophy in his hands. The whistle sounds and the Shaolin players move quickly through the demon team's defense. Sing fires a strong shot, but the goalkeeper Chow blocks it with one hand. Chow then invites another attempt without interference. Sing aims for the top right corner, an almost impossible angle, but Chow bends the goalpost and saves it again. Frustrated, Sing kicks a third time with full force, powerful enough to ripple the ground. Chow still stops the ball. Sing and Fung are stunned. It becomes clear that the demon players are no ordinary athletes. They have been injected with an experimental American drug that gives them strength beyond normal limits. Hung has also bribed tournament officials and the Football Association to favor his team. Chow hurls the ball with brutal speed at Lightning Hands, knocking him backward. The ball lands with the demon team's strongest player, number 9, known as Yun. Lightning Hands stands firm and challenges Yun. Yun kicks with ease, but the force sends Lightning Hands crashing into the goalpost and tears his gloves. He hides his injury, but Fung notices. Yun strikes again, ripping Lightning Hands' jersey and driving the ball so hard that Lightning Hands is thrown into the goal along with it. The referee calls no foul and treats the play as a simple out of bounds. Fung now understands the full reach of Hung's control. Hung even shouts that his plan is to break every Shaolin player. The match turns brutal. The demon players attack with overwhelming power, far beyond the Shaolin team's abilities. One by one the Shaolin players suffer injuries. When Sing protests, the referee ignores him. Anger spreads through the Shaolin team. Sing briefly fights with Yun before the referee steps in. Frustrated, the players play small pranks on the referee in secret. The second half ends with no goals, leaving the Shaolin team battered and bruised. Back in the locker room they feel defeated, certain the match is fixed. Several players quit and leave, but Fung steps in and urges the rest to fight until the end. The second half begins with Iron Shirt replacing Lightning Hands as goalkeeper. The Shaolin players try to defend with Kung Fu, but the demon team breaks through. The opponents focus their attacks on Iron Shirt. Believing he might die, he calls his girlfriend to confess his love. Iron Shirt endures relentless kicks and keeps standing. He finally counters with a burst of Kung Fu and knocks down 2 players. Sing seizes the chance and curves a shot toward the open goal. Hung panics, but Chow punches the goalpost, deflecting the ball. Sing rushes to recover it and is hit by brutal tackles from both sides. The referee dismisses his injury and calls it an act. With the clock running down, Fung signals the team to use a final tornado kick like Yun's. The force of the move knocks Iron Shirt unconscious and rips his protective shirt. Only 7 players remain. The Shaolin team faces disqualification for being short-handed. They brace for defeat while the crowd congratulates Hung. At that moment Mui arrives with her head shaved, offering to play as substitute goalkeeper. She brings Sing's old shoes after noticing his pair is worn out. Sing changes shoes and returns to the field while all eyes turn to Mui. She misguards the goal at first, and Hung laughs at her clumsy start. Mui then passes the ball to Yun, setting up a tense duel. A dark aura surrounds Yun as he fires his most powerful kick. Mui draws on Tai Chi and stops the ball without touching it. She sends the ball to Sing, who unleashes his full Kung Fu strength. Spinning through the air, he strikes with such force that the ball tears the field and overwhelms the demon players. The Shaolin team wins the championship. News of their victory spreads quickly. Hung receives a 5-year prison sentence for using performance drugs on his players. Sing and Mui, now a couple, open a Kung Fu school that attracts many students. Soon people begin applying Kung Fu techniques in daily life, making ordinary tasks easier. The story closes with their success and the wide acceptance of Kung Fu in everyday activities. So the moral of the story is if you mix Kung Fu with soccer and a lot of stubbornness, you can kick life's problems so hard they land in another city.